This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Spartans' offense will take the first swing of the game. A state divided. They started playing for the Paul Bunyan Trophy, the big wooden lumberjack, back in the early 50s when Sparty joined the Big Ten.
And it's so nice to have you, Reese, to have all those data from when you were in high school and when you were in college back in the 50s. And you know the records so well of these games, but it matters. And their comments fly week to week for these guys, Michigan, Michigan State, and it is intense and the hatred runs deep.
Can you just imagine Reese riding to school in his Ford Model T back in the day? How nice that would have been, just putting along, getting to school, making sure all his homework's done, just looking like the man on campus.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about?
Fires the pass, intercepted.
Right. I know it's early, but it's just one drive, right? You got to put this behind you. It isn't how you wanted to open up. It isn't how you wanted to start. This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
First down for this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The ball's free. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Maybe some confusion on the snap count there. That's maybe what caused the false start. Either way, offense is penalized. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Back behind the chains, 1st and 15. Unloads quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the game.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him. And that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. And they'll send out the field goal unit. That is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this crowd.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires complete. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. If he keeps this up, this offense is going to be tough to stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down, 4th down coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Davis will throw. Looking downfield. Finds space on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Marches ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The give on the inside. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll run play action. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. Touchdown, Michigan! And the defense doing work.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Indiana is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard, and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 7 over Iowa. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the run, it's strong. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies of it.
And you don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Makes one man miss.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Wants to throw on second down. Oh, it goes right through his hands. They had everything set up on the screen except the catch. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the draw. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Spartans moving quickly to the line.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5 plus. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away.
Number 96 sets a kickoff.
Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too, and it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team, and it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better, and a big way in doing that is winning this game.
2nd and short now after that completion. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He wants to throw. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Makes a catch and knocked down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Here they come facing 3rd and long from the 20. Safe completion on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They want to throw it. Feeling some heat. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Wolverines. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. On the run, it's strong. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, it's one thing to have a rivalry game, but when you have two longtime foes separated by 65 miles battling for a prize like the Paul Bunyan Trophy, you know emotions tend to run high. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far, and you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. The short hands, it's strong. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's Glover. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their deep.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll run it on first and goal. Touchdown, Sparty! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Number 21.
Wow, this offense, they have a...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Touchdown, Spartans! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
Man, it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by...
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The play-action fake. Looking deep. Snags it. They will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for... and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll leave it with him. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. They think there's room to run to the right here. creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Davis will throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Gates. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the return, it's Stewart. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Davis looking to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Got room at the 35. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And this offense can just about haste taking the lead in the 4th quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! They've got the lead here in the 4th. precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And he runs a quick out route. This is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Looking to throw. This time on target. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise that last completion is now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. He gets a block. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Makes the grab. It's Cleasecorn. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Davis will throw. He wants it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Good job in coverage defending their own end zone there, because you're trying to compress these windows and make it tough for the quarterback, and they were able to tip that one up in the air, and obviously it falls incomplete.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. They make the stop, and they give up 5 yards on the run. It's down to the 11.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you put the ball in your best player's hands. Like, late in the game, you've got to trust your guy. I'm interested to see what they do here on third down coming up. Let's call it third and interesting, right? Top clock.
Touchdown, Wolverines! What a catch and run for 6. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the...
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan! How about that D coming up with a play like that? That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay up here.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level.
On second down, just keeps firing. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. 42 Spider. Looking to move it through the air. They're bringing heat. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. It's complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
It leads to second down.
And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on second down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
And it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And ball security is job security. You give the ball to your running back. You give the ball to your playmaker. You expect him to take care of the football, especially in those situations. All we're trying to do is run clock. Get that thing. Get out of here. We got the lead by 2 possessions. Try to find a way not to do what we just did. That's a horrible turnover.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Wide open downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And he's just going to spike it.
Brings up second down.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Takes his shot. Makes the grab. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
First and goal, Michigan State.
And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock.
Brings up second down and goal to go.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Going for 6. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Michigan State.
And that sure feels like too little, too late. This offense, they needed to score and execute faster, but there's not enough time to me, man. This feels like this one's over.
They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to it. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
Michigan State, 3rd and 4.
There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.